Hey, we are here with Terra Invicta, and this is episode 101. We're back to basics here on Terra Invicta. Season 10 premiere. Very excited. We have lots to do today, and it's mostly going to be talking to NPCs. It's mostly going to be like talking to people and figuring out what the plan is, and you guys have lots of like NPC cohorts that you need to kind of get onboarded into your mission and stuff. We got to talk to the monks of St. Cuthbert. We got to Takewee needs to get an angel friend. There's a lot of fun stuff that's going to happen today.
We got plenty of options for angel friends.
Very true. Exactly. Yeah. I had some thoughts. I was just looking at my notes and realized that it's been a long time since we've tracked what day it is. I have no idea what day it is in this campaign. I know that at some point in season 9, I knew what day it was. The last time I have it tracked here is July 8th, 1644 was what I had. But obviously, at least 3 days have passed since then, if not more. I think probably more.
Give me a second. I haven't.
Yeah, check what your last one is, and maybe we can figure it out.
Oh frick! I've not written this down. If you did,
I know we haven't been paying attention to it. It's time has been going slow in season 9 because it's mostly just been you guys in the prison. So
how many days were we in the prison?
I think just one.
So it's July 9th.
I guess like two days you were in the prison. You took one long rest while you're in the prison.
Because I have July 8th is when we arrived at the prison.
Oh well, perfect. That makes sense why it was the last thing I wrote down then, because time had just passed so slowly for so many sessions there. So we should be, I imagine, this is the 9th then. Wow, okay, just July 9th.
Has it really been a day? 8 episodes in a day?
Yeah, I think so.
Was this our anime arc?
It was a lot of fighting demons, guys. It's a lot. Yeah, I think it's July 9th when if we're picking up immediate res, like right after last session, then yeah, it's the 9th, I believe.
Well, yeah, so we would have left on the 9th.
Yeah, exactly. I assume that we're going to pick up probably like right as you guys are getting to the Sea Wyvern and just figuring out what to do next. We may skip ahead at that point, but it's July 9th when we pick up with our characters. But yeah, last time we fought some demons, fought Vanthus, killed Vanthus, and Audrin almost died. But use some magical MacGuffin fun stuff to come back from the dead and heal everybody a bunch. So you guys got to get another one of those pearls. That'll be handy.
To be fair, we all almost died.
Yes. I was pretty happy with the way that encounter went, all things considered. I thought it was fun to have the ticking clock of like Audrin trying to get people to like, look at the pearl, do the thing. It will save everyone. But yeah, I think we pick up with you guys, and by you guys, there's a lot of people that are going to the Sea Wyvern right now, including obviously you 4, Deli, Anna, Takewee, and Audrin, plus 4 monks of St. Cuthbert, including Brother Everard, Mathin, and Corvin, as well as Sister Mara. We have Benedict, Serge, and Nestor, of course, and Yeris, Nestor's eagle companion. And we also have Lavinia Vanderboren, obviously, that you've rescued from the prison, as well as some angel friends. So I think when you get to the Sea Wyvern, you're being likely carried by some angels, right? Who have left the prison with you. As a reminder, the 2 main named angels that we had heard about were Varelion and Solmarak. Varelion was the kind of optimistic, righteous angel, and Solmarak was the kind of dour, pessimistic vengeance angel. They kind of dealt with their imprisonment in different ways. And they are now part of the larger group now known as Audrin's Angels, which is quite literally a cadre of angels. Oh yeah, and the other person we need to consider here, and by person I mean an thing, is Maikos Vazalki, our favorite Marut construct guy. I do think it was pretty funny how it wasn't really anyone's fault. But Maikos Vazalki did not do a lot. And now Audrin is bound to a contract which will destroy his soul if he doesn't help this guy out. I do think that if Maikos Vazalki hadn't showed up at the end there, likely, I think Takwi would have died, probably, because there was like a bunch of dread wraiths that were right on her and were killing her. So I think she would have died, but otherwise, he didn't do a lot. So, just Takwi's life. Is it worth it to Audrin? I mean, actually, yes. So, but yeah, I think we pick up with you guys all heading back to Sea Wyvern and, in theory, getting the heck out of Dodge, because there's now a demon prison that you're right next to, which is being cleansed of betrayers by a horde of Demogorgon servants, and you obviously would not survive such a purge. So I assume you guys are heading out. They are going to have their hands busy killing all the like betraying demons and cleansing the prison and stuff. So they're not going to immediately pursue you. So you'll be able to kind of sail out of the harbor and make your way on to whatever it is you want to do next. But we should figure out logistics, do some housekeeping here to figure out who is actually coming with you. In theory, the angels could, at this point, like go talk to the Pantheon, right? Like that might be where you guys send them, is be like, okay, guys, we're fighting against Demogorgon and Cosmic War, and there's lots of stuff to do. Go check in with the gods, and they'll send you on a mission or whatever, right? In theory, that's probably what they would do. But I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are on all that.
I mean, we were just here to save Lavinia, weren't we? There was no other reason we were on this plane?
The main reason, yeah, you came here was to save Lavinia and get vengeance on Vanthus, and you've done both of those things. The thing that you realized when you were there, though, is that the reason that Vanthus and Lavinia were there, which is now became a reason that you were there, was the Shami Amore figure.
Yes.
This, you're not sure if or what exactly is this. Like, there's a whole group of primordial ladies or something that Audrin suspects exists, and whether or not Shami Amore is one of them, you're not sure. But certainly, like Malkanthet is known, you think, as the Lady of Pleasure, I believe. I think that's what the Lady of Pain referred to her as. I'm not entirely sure what Audrin figured out exactly there, except for just the general structure that it exists. That's more guesswork than anything. But yeah, in theory, you don't need to stay on the Gaping Maw right this second. Though, the Agents of Pain, Damien, Ronan, and the rest were on Gaping Maw, tracking down the other Crimson Fleet people. That was technically the other thing that you were going to do in the Gaping Maw, was, go after the Crimson Fleet guys. And I do have when you check in with the Agents of Pain, I'll have some news for you on that front. But yeah, I'm curious what your plan is with the angels and your other tag-alongs. Like what you want to do with all that. Because then, of course, Takwi's sister is still out there, and you want to capture her at some point and try to redeem her and whatnot. But in theory, I assume you're not going back to the prison to do so right now. But
no, we'll not be going back to the prison.
No.
I mean, I definitely want to get my cohort, my angel buddy. Let me see. What exactly does my thing say?
It's pretty vague. It just says you get a cohort, one of the types usually associated with the Pantheon. In which case, obviously, like Celestial is the obvious choice here. Right. I believe I looked up the math, because this is originally a 3.5 thing. Like cohort is like an actual mechanic in that system. Mm-hmm. And I figured out like what the rough equivalent of like how like the CR of your cohort to you, and I believe it was 12 we figured out would be the highest. It would make sense. And I thought that Angelic Enforcer probably makes the most sense, which is it's too bad that one guy died, or else we could have done that guy. But there were other Angelic Enforcers there. So kind of like a Lion Angel guy. Mm-hmm. And in theory, as I was looking at his character sheet, he has the change shape ability, so he can polymorph into a humanoid or a lion that has a challenge rating no higher than its own. So he just hang out with you with like a cool lion buddy, right? Like have a celestial
Pretty dope.
lion that tags along with Takui. And then if they can shapeshift into an angel, I will.
No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because there was more of them, wasn't there?
Exactly. You freed like lots of angels, like dozens of angels.
Right. Yeah. I think that's good. I think what I would probably do is like talk with what was the name of the more optimistic one again?
Varelion.
Because we've been working, I think, closely together the last, like day or two that we've been together. He's been like the leader.
Could you put their names in the chat, please?
Yep.
Yeah. Good.
I put them in there forever ago, but
like just for like the sake, like what Takui would do is she would go to Varelion and just be like, there we go. Oh, why are there so many errors? What happened? Okay.
That happens sometimes.
I think the way Takui would maybe phrase it is like, you saw what we're up against. Like, we would really, I think you guys should, talk with the Pantheon and join our cause. Is there anybody that that would be willing to like just join us now, kind of a thing, and see what he says?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. And Varelion probably just like nods and says, yeah, like I am eager to get back to the Pantheon. And I guess we haven't established when exactly these people were imprisoned. I don't think it was long enough ago, at least for Varelion, that like he doesn't know about the Pantheon. But I mean, it's probably a while he was here. I think probably what we'll say is Solmorak maybe was imprisoned before the Pantheon was even a thing, and it's just been wallowing in this prison for a long time. But let's say Varelion is a newer prisoner of Divine Desire, and so is eager to get back to the Pantheon, and he says as much. Solmorak will probably, like, they've probably already conferred with each other about this whole thing, and Solmorak is probably a little bit wary about, like, okay, well, these new guys on the block, like, I didn't serve them when I was an angel, but okay, I guess we'll go check it out. But yeah, Varelion certainly, like, he's like, yep, that was my plan. And then he says, I will ask the gathered hosts here and see if one of them is eager to help. I know that many of us were inspired seeing you work in the prison. We all, of course, appreciate your rescue.
Of course, we all appreciate your help. I know being in that environment can be breaking to some.
Yeah, we see Varelion like glance across the ship at Solmorak, but he quickly turns back to you and then says, well, feels like a breath of fresh air to be free of that place, and I, for one, am just happy to leave it behind.
Me too. Do not want to go back there.
But yeah, so Varelion will go ahead and ask the angels, and
and I would like to go like around with him, like just in sure. Like we don't have to play that whole thing out, but just like I would like to just basically be there, like talking to people, and that's very Takui, to like just like
of course
talk with a bunch of people.
Name for this lion dude. Let's see. Angel name generator. So cool. Neat names here. Of course, there was one that was cool, and then I skipped past it. Thought I would find a cooler one, but so far I haven't. Oh, well, Leo was a name that just appeared in this list, so I mean, kind of on the nose, but
on his little nose, his wet nose.
Yeah. I think I might go with, I think I remembered the first one. Let's go with that one. Let's go with, I believe it was Tabris was the name that I saw first. Yeah, so this angel dude, angelic enforcer, his name is Tabris. And let me see what the stat block says about in bio and info about these guys. Angelic enforcers are lion-headed celestials that hunt rogue angels. Ooh, right. Angelic enforcer, right? Like they enforce the hierarchy of heaven. Someone falls away from the legions, they go take them out. I like that. That's pretty cool. This will be great because this guy can, because now we have this fallen angel dude who's joined with Zenaya. This guy can fight that dude. that'll be really fun. Let's see. Angelic enforcers, it says here, angelic enforcers are made from souls selected for their unwavering adherence to the tenets of law and good. These elite angels have a special task: police other angels that go rogue. If an angel breaks one of its god's tenets but remains good at heart, the enforcers usually only seek to capture the offending celestial to stand trial in the upper planes. If an angel becomes fully corrupted by evil, one or more enforcers are sent to destroy the fallen celestial. Nothing gets
in aligns pretty well with Takui, right? Because she's like, I want to redeem my sister at all if I can.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying everything possible first before we go to something else.
Yeah, this guy wouldn't necessarily immediately jump to we must destroy all evildoers. Like if they break one of the god's tenets but remain good at heart. Like if there's good in you, then maybe you can. But I do like the idea that maybe honestly that's one of the reasons that he is coming with you, this guy, is Tabris, because after you guys have kind of touched base with the angels about what happened in the prison, and they talk about this Soraya figure. And you say that, like, yeah, I saw him like standing next to Zenaya as we flew away. And the angels probably saw this too. The Tabris is probably sent with you guys specifically, maybe not just for that reason, but one of the reasons is to get this Soraya guy. It also says here, angelic enforcers show no mercy to any creature or obstacle between them and their quarries. Those who obstruct the enforcers stand in the way of divine justice and are therefore considered agents of evil. Any killings or collateral damage done by enforcers are usually seen as the fault of their quarry for stepping out of line in the first place.
Better watch out, Audrin and Anna.
Yeah. And I do think that we'll say that Tabris is maybe, the word young probably doesn't have much meaning with angels, but if we were to describe him with an age category, it would be young, eager, and Tabris is certainly ready to meet some divine justice. Honestly, I feel like Tabris and Dush Crusher get along pretty well. If they have any conversations. Technically Tabris has telepathy, so I think they quickly form a fast friendship and just talk to each other. But yeah, I think most of the time we'll say that Tabris walks around in the form of a celestial lion, and just kind of hangs out as a lion instead of like as a.
And then he talks telepathically to people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's Aslan,
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say.
Never mind, throw him out.
Yeah. But yeah, so cool. I like that. I think that'll be fun.
So what is the plan now?
Part of this is like I'm curious about what you guys would immediately do or be interested in exploring. The things that we know are on the table still as to like what is the gang gonna do next. Possible options include going to capture Zenaya, taking out the rest of the Crimson Fleet lieutenants, learning more about the Shami Amore figure, and thus trying to figure out more about how to stop Demogorgon and the various plans and plots that he is currently undergoing, including whatever possible endgame Savage Tide thing he has going on, the Tiefling madness, all that stuff. And I have notes on all that, depending on what you guys want to.
I don't know how you guys feel about my personal thoughts, or I feel like we should meet up with like the Lady of Pain agents, our old NPC buddies, see what they've been up to with the Crimson Fleet, and then I feel like the Lady of Pain would know something about the Shami Amore figure, possibly if like she's part of the whole P sisters, right? Like
that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. That's just my initial thought. I don't know what you guys think.
Let's not call them the P sisters, but yeah. I still don't have a good name for them. I think like the Divine Ladies or something like that works, but
what is the letter P in like ancient Greek?
Phi?
The Phi sisters?
Yeah, the
It's
ladies.
better than the Peace Sister.
I do actually have a name for them, but it is slightly like an official name for them. It's slightly spoilery, so I can't give it to you now.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I think it's a great idea because if you guys want to pursue that, then I'll quickly just introduce like.
Let's get as many NPCs as possible.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Do you guys have ability to like communicate telepathically with people, like sending and stuff? I assume. Yeah, you at least have
Benedict
sending,
does.
right? Yeah.
I have scrying. I don't. Okay. Actually, I do have some spell slots left. Oh wait, no. Yes, I have.
I'm assuming it's the next day at this point, though, right? Or no? Or are we just
Not
leaving?
Not necessarily yet. I do want to. There's one or two things.
Yeah. Okay.
That I just want to make sure that we take care of before we move on to anything else. But yes, I assume you guys would like then do sending spells to the Agents of Pain, and we can catch up with them in a second.
Yeah, the only reason I say that is I'm like, who knows if Benedict has sending prepared or whatever.
Yep. A couple things housekeeping wise that Anna, did you want to say anything or at least give any? Like with your monks, like how does that go down? Like in theory, you rescued them and they like you, but like I don't think it was ever stated that they're gonna travel with you now and be your honor guard, right? So,
yeah.
What do you think?
I kind of will probably just like be like, hey, so we're a group of people and here's what we're doing. We're trying to fight evil. We're not exactly making a pit stop back to
the material plane,
planes right now. If you would like to help out, I guess if you don't want to, you can stay on our ship, but we can't really guarantee you safety.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you make it clear to them, like we have no plans, we're in the middle of a very important mission, we have no plans to go back to the material plane right now, then of course they'll sign up and become at least for now, your honor guard.
Hey, better than being tortured in a prison.
Exactly. Yeah. They all seem pretty enthusiastic about helping. They are obviously happy to be out of the prison. But they also were very thrilled with you being a Order of St. Cuthbert person. It seemed like kind of divine providence that you came and rescued them, sort of a thing. Right. And then you're obviously higher level than they are. So they're like awed and whatnot. By how cool you are. I mean, you're a mother, right? You're now an official mother of the order. So, yeah, they'll follow you. Sounds great. Yeah, and feel free to let me know if you ever want to chat with any of them in particular about something at any point.
Or are you just going to leave out the whole, yes, I'm part of another evil faction?
I'm on a mission from Father Valentine for Dragonborn Jesus.
We're on a mission from God.
We haven't talked to that guy in a long time.
No, because we've kind of been not in Calabar.
Yes. But you guys are high level magic users now, so feel free to.
Yeah, me. Yep, definitely a high level magic user.
I'm not saying you know what I mean.
I'm just kind of assuming Benedict is also helping.
Oh yeah, of course,
sending and stuff.
Yes, and he's also probably welcoming the order people as well. Certainly. I did have a thing there. I need to look something up real quick. One thing is actually happening with Benedict. That might end up being nothing, but I gotta check it real quick.
No, nothing's happening with Benedict.
And maybe make a quick roll about something. You know.
Benedict is fine.
All right. So scrying. As a reminder, Benedict has a scrying orb. I'm not necessarily saying that he's
which is cursed.
It is cursed. I mean, the main thing is that it makes you seasick when you use it. Just bear with me. I'm looking at something real quick. Let's see. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Gonna quick make a save for Benedict for no apparent reason.
No apparent reason whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. That's all I needed to know.
No apparent reason, but a secret reason.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh man, it's gonna be so useful to have to have this. Okay, so what happens is this. You guys are hanging out. You guys are kind of you've sailed off away from the from the prison in the Sea Wyvern, and Benedict isn't using the scrying orbital or anything. We just the camera focuses on him for a moment, and then we see an invisible sensor appear next to him. And the reason we see this is because obviously Benedict doesn't notice it, but our angelic enforcer friend, who's laying in lion form on the deck, paws, head between his paws, suddenly looks up and then says telepathically to like Takewee, who's nearby, right? Someone is scrying on us.
How do you know?
I have true sight. I can see I can see the invisible sensor floating right next to your friend there.
I can see the future.
Deli is going. I imagine Deli would be nearby when this is.
And again, he's doing this telepathically so that nothing is being said out loud. And then I think he even just says to you, Takewee, like, we should not speak of this out loud so as to not give away that we know.
Oh.
Is there any way to know who it is?
I don't know of such a way, though. I would assume there is a limited list of people who would want to scry on your party. I assume you've made enemies.
Many,
but
yes.
I am not an arcane expert. I'm sure there might be some way to trace it
Is
back
that
to
a-
the source.
Is that a divination spell?
Scrying is it.
Scrying?
Scrying is, you said?
Level
All
5
right.
divination.
Yep.
And that means they're on the same plane of existence as us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like it must be like it's probably my sister, or maybe one of Demogorgon's people. But
But
yeah.
they're scrying on Benedict, which means
Well,
they
they're
know
scrying
Benedict.
on the. I think they're specifically scrying on the orb itself.
Oh, actually, that makes sense. Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
do we want this effect to end?
I could cast a spell magic.
Well,
to
none
do
of
it,
you
but-
know it's happening yet. I feel like
just Takewee.
Okay.
Yep.
he
Tabris
said-
is letting her know telepathically.
And he said he didn't want them to know, so he doesn't want.
do
Well,
I
he
like
just
if
wants
I
to,
look
like-
over, I see Benedict like messing with it, looking at it.
No. I think maybe it's out for whatever. Maybe he's like looking through his pack or something. But you think that might be a coincidence?
Okay. I'm trying to think if
Yeah, this is one of the things that I realized about you having this cohort is like this guy's gonna have true sight, and you're gonna be able to notice a lot of things like this.
oh man, has this been happening this whole time? Oh no. Because wait, when did we get this orb?
You got it from the Crimson Fleet treasure hoard.
Oh,
So
maybe it's a
somebody
Crimson Fleet
is like trying to
person.
spy on the Crimson Fleet then, and we just happened to get it.
Or the Crimson Fleet knows we have it and is scrying on us.
Scrying on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. That's very possible. And Benedict has tried using this thing, right? And it hasn't worked.
Yeah, and like he can, I think he can make it work, but it's just difficult, and he gets seasick and can fail and stuff. And like if he fails a save or whatever, he like gets whatever he learns as if like a weird vision or dream that doesn't quite make sense.
Right, that's right. Okay.
So yeah, I believe that you guys like removed his you did remove curse to break his attunement to the item, which means that he wasn't seasick anymore. But if he ever wants to use it properly, right, like and actually scry on people, he'll have to attune to it again. You can't break an item's curse by just using to remove curse on the object. It's usually more profound something more profound has to happen to change that.
Okay.
So I think most of the time, especially because in the prison, you guys couldn't even. Well, I guess you guys did scry it in the prison. Wasn't it Deli who scried though on Lavinia that one time? I believe so, because we were at the end of a long rest. We were about to take a long rest, and I think Deli did.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I believe that was the case. I think Benedict is unattuned to it right now, just because of its difficulties. But he's obviously carrying it around.
Okay, so question.
Or if he is attuned to it, he's not using it, because then he'll get sick.
Okay.
So, yeah, up to you.
Okay, because I don't necessarily want to destroy this object. I'm like, can Dust Crusher redeem an object or remove a curse? I don't think that's a thing, is it?
As far as you can tell, no. Dust Crusher is a weapon, not a tool of healing.
Not a healing weapon.
Yeah.
The only heals it deals with are people's feet and breaking them.
yes. The Achilles types of heals.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess I'm just wondering if
Dusk Crusher, not Dusk Therapist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess I'm just wondering if do we have any use for this item if it's cursed and I now know it's doing this?
Deli can scry with just spell slots. So.
Right.
Yep. I mean, I also have
I believe that this one has telepathy as well. The scrying orb, it's a crystal ball with telepathy, so it does have that additional use. But again, it's whatever you learn is usually warped if you fail the save into weird visions and stuff.
So then it's not extremely useful to us because it's not even reliable.
Right. Can I don't know how it works on this end, but can I, because I don't want to necessarily alert anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I was just wondering.
I mean that's the reason that Tabris said it did via telepathy, is he wants you to at least know that if the plan was to let this person scry on you guys and not let them know that that you're scrying, that they're scrying on you, then
right. But part of me is kind of
there's a possibility there. Yeah.
Part of me is kind of oh, I want to know who this person is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we can figure that out.
I mean, we have a Jordan with us, so we could always do weird magical shenanigans. But that's probably the main path that I can see.
It's funny that the character that had the weird magical powers isn't the one that usually does the thing with the weird magical powers.
If you say a Jordan fast enough and you cut some of the letters out, it does become Audrin.
Well, yeah.
Coincidence? I think not.
I think I'll pass message at Audrin and just be Audrin, there's somebody watching us or someone scrying on us right now.
Caleb, how do spell slots work when you level up?
That is a good question.
With
the multi-class stuff, I have no clue.
What's giving you the spell slots?
Leveling up, Artificer.
I mean, what does Artificer spell slot say you should have at that level?
Well, I already know that I have an additional spell slot. The thing is, I have 4th level spells now.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 spell slots that have that I haven't filled, and I also have a 4th level spell that I haven't assigned yet. I had ideas of what I would assign it, but I don't even know if I get these spell slots until I rest.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, again, you there's no apparent danger, so you can indeed rest and then do it tomorrow, right?
If you're wanting to cast dispel magic, or something
No,
like that.
It's a better spell than that for this particular application.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, I was thinking of this.
Ooh, Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum. Mm-hmm. Sound can't pass through the barrier. Hear the dark and foggy. Sensors can't appear. Nice. Yeah, I mean that would be pretty easy. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, I was gonna say it feels situational, but maybe not.
Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells.
Yeah, I mean, hey, as you're like sailing around on the Sea Wyvern, just cast that every 24 hours. That's not a bad idea.
No, it's really not. That's pretty good.
Casting the spell on the same spot every day for a year makes this effect permanent. Nice.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Sea Wyvern counts as a location for the purposes of this, right? I think that makes sense. So, I mean, hey, you cast this every day for a year, permanent Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum on the Sea Wyvern. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool, actually.
That's probably like a epilogue Audrun thing, right? Is you just keep casting this and eventually have this cool ship
we call it the ghost ship.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad idea. And you know, it's not even that the person, whoever is scrying on you, doesn't even necessarily have to suspect that you knew that they were doing this. This is a thing that high level adventurers do to protect themselves, right? Yeah, I say yes.
I mean, if you're cool with it, then I guess we'll do that. And I'll just permanently take my 1 4th level spell slot and just take that off.
Just assume you're casting this unless, you take off from the Sea Wyvern and are going on an adventure or whatever.
Yeah, because I've got some other very fun 4th level spells.
Yeah, and in theory, you couldn't like make it travel with you if you're not on the Sea Wyvern. But at least you could do it like if you still have your 4th level slot at the end of an adventuring day, you could cast it on your camp, and then you'd be fine for the night or whatever. Okay, I guess in which case you might think about getting rid of the crystal ball anyway. Then, like, cast this obviously to prevent scrying in general, but then just get rid of the if there's some weird thing where like they know you have it and they're using it to scry on you. Then you could maybe just chuck it. In which case, then
we're never going to use it.
In which case, then when you leave the Sea Wyvern, you don't have to at least worry about that.
I just imagine this scene. Audrey walks up to him, was like, "Hey, can I see that real quick?" He's like, "Yeah." Takes it, chucks it in the sea.
Luke Skywalker is behind his shoulder. Yeah.
I just like go and then.
Well, hey, I mean, you could always sell it, right? To some unsuspecting person.
Also, I mean,
we can sell it to those people on the ship that we can summon.
The McCains, yeah.
Yeah, because we need more diamonds anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We can trade for diamonds.
I mean, it's not like we couldn't just keep using it technically.
Yes. I think the idea is that it looked like the sensor was on Benedict specifically, and the assumption is, again, I'm not confirming anything, but you guys have come to this conclusion, that it might be the orb itself that is being scryed on by Crimson Fleet people who know you have it, in which case getting rid of it would at least get rid of that possibility. Because if that's the case, it's probably easier for them to scry on the orb than it is for them to scry on one of you.
Oh, creatures in the area can't be targeted. So it would still...
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Huh.
Nothing can teleport into or out of the warded area. Nice.
Ooh, I
Planar
like that.
travel is blocked. That's very cool.
You could trap people with that if their only way out is teleporting.
Unfortunately, the casting time is 10 minutes, so you have to prepare it in advance.
You could set it up as a sting operation.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Police in the future are using this spell to do sting operations on extraplanar teleporting creatures. We got this. We got the shape changing succubus.
And I would have
Trapped
gotten away for it. I can.
If it wasn't for you meddling spellcasters.
And your cursed Mordenkainen's faithful hound.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I mean, do you want to get rid of the orb then, or no?
I mean, I
Probably.
don't know. Yeah.
Either destroy it or sell it. One of the two.
I think
I
it's
mean-
more useful to us gone than with us.
I feel like, as much as I like the idea of getting the money or whatever we could get out of it for selling it, I also don't like the idea of the Crimson Fleet being able to spy on whoever it's sold to and then maybe getting information about us from them.
Yeah. You could just chuck it in the ocean.
Or destroy it.
Yep.
I mean,
Take away the hammer for that.
what kind of information would they give?
Well, I guess like we were here in this place and sold this to this person.
They already know where. Can't we like summon the merchants? Was there something we could like summon the merchants to us though?
Yeah, I believe that they gave you like their names or something.
Yeah,
so you
so,
could
like-
send and spell them.
So that like we can just summon them to us. That we can sell it to them, and then it doesn't matter where we sold it to them because they just go everywhere.
Yep, that's one way of doing it.
My concern is they would like the merchants would come to us and then it would get sold and then whoever like the Crimson Fleet could go to those merchants and then say, "Hey, so where were they?" And then the
They already
merchants
know
could-
where-
Yeah, but they already
they
know
already-
they're scrying on us right now, right?
They already know
Right,
where we are.
but if we destroy it versus I don't know, I guess like either way.
Yeah, it's not much more information you're giving them, though I do agree it is technically less if you destroy it. Right.
I think the information we give them is worth the diamonds we get to res or do something else with.
I'm also not sure if I like the idea of it being sold and then the Crimson Fleet going and picking it up from them either way.
I mean, hey, Audrey, you're the one in charge right now, right? Like in terms of like it's you and Takewee discussing this technically.
Ooh,
You can
It
just
is-
grab it and toss it in the ocean, or you can have Takewee destroy it when no one
It-
say anything about it.
it is possible if we gave it to the merchants, the Crimson Fleet would come and kill the merchants, and then we wouldn't have access to our merchants anymore.
It's also like a
And the
cursed
Crimson
item,
Fleet
right?
would
So
have the
Also, the merchants are really powerful, aren't they? They have plane
They are,
ships like
yeah.
at will.
yeah, but also it would probably be if you didn't tell them at least that it was cursed, it would probably be mean to sell it to them.
and well also I just like the idea of the Crimson Fleet coming to pick that up and then the Crimson Fleet having that in their possession again
Sure, yeah.
doesn't
'Cause-
sound.
I mean, they could do
What's-
that if we threw it. They could do that if we threw that on the bottom of the ocean too, though.
That's what
That's
I'm saying. That's why I think destroying it is.
I mean, hey,
Oh,
what
okay.
is Death Crusher for if not to destroy artifacts and things, you know?
Fair. I don't mind Takewee. It's just like I'll destroy it. It's no use to us.
If we destroy it, will they realize what we knew? I think what the plan is probably to cast that one thing that makes sure they can't scry on us, then destroy it so
Then
they
destroy
don't
it, yeah.
know. Then they just think, oh, we failed our whatever we're trying to scry on.
But why do we really care?
Because the point is, if they see us destroying it, they potentially know. I don't know. It seemed like the one angel
But
did
why
want
does
us.
that matter?
The angel seemed to care. That's why I was wondering.
I think the angel just wanted us to know, like, wanted Takewee to know before anything was done,
Oh,
like, just
no,
in case.
yeah.
But that's
He
I'm
just,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm just kind of like, I don't think we really care.
Like if
the
anything,
Crimson
Takewee would
Fleet.
just literally go up to it and yeah, I don't think if
Just
any
smash
if we're
it.
if Audrey and I are deciding like that I'm just gonna destroy it, I would literally go up to it and be
and
like
just hit it.
bye bye.
All right,
Yeah.
do it.
Like
I just
and let
imagine
them
Takewee,
know
like,
that like I
tossing it in
know.
the air and baseball bat.
Out into the ocean, into shards. All right, sounds good. Yep. So you just go up. You can just go up to it, strike it, and then I have to make a con save for the item. It is a legendary item, so it does get a +9 bonus to this con save.
It's 9, so it needs to make a DC
20.
11.
I mean, is this the time we want to?
No, it gets a. Oh, it just gets a +9 to the roll.
It gets a +9.
It.
The DC is 20. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Is this the time we want to stack up our stuff?
Well, you would have to do something.
Matter.
The thing you'd have to do is make it harder for this magic item to make its save. Not
I can do that.
Around. Do you have a thing to do that? Yeah. Sure.
Would you ask Deli for?
Yeah. I guess that's the question.
Because I have the Cosmic Omen. Well, it's a creature. Never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't count as a creature.
But I could make the attack roll better.
Well, yeah, the attack roll doesn't matter.
Yeah, right.
It's literally just she has to hit it, and that doesn't matter in this case because
it has nothing to do.
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
yeah, because it's just sitting there, right? Okay, here we go. Yep, so it made the save. That's right. You can try it again every day, basically.
Right.
Let's see. What this means is the item becomes inert for 1 minute, losing all magical properties during that time.
So does the scrying go in?
Yeah, basically the sensor goes away. So you do have 1 minute before it will come back, even though it made it save.
Why would the sensor go away?
Because
it goes inert.
Yeah, the magic item. Oh. You're right. Sorry, it's the other way around. It's a different scrying spell being cast on the orb. Yeah, I forgot that for a second. Yeah. I guess it could go away and give me one to know about what's happening here, but it also could stay. I could see it either way.
Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, it's because it says on a successful save, it becomes inert for 1 minute, losing all magical properties during that time.
Yes, but the thing that happened here is that someone cast a scrying spell on the orb, not this orb didn't do anything itself.
Yeah. The question the orb's no longer magical, but somebody's still watching it.
Somebody's still watching it, yeah.
Can you just scry on any item?
Yep.
Yeah, so the thing that I know about what's happening here might matter. I'll let you guys know. Basically, there was some sort of paired orb, which is like a twin of this one, which is it makes it very easy for a crystal ball to scry on this one. So it being made inert might do something. Like maybe we even see the sensor wobble or something. Like I think there's a visible effect that happens here. But technically, yeah, it can just scry on the orb normally.
Actually,
you know what? I'm gonna say it goes away. I'm gonna say it goes away because the reason why Benedict's because Benedict made the save. Basically, the way it works is like you're scrying technically on the orb, but like through the person who's attuned to it or whatever. I guess I just made Benedict make save because it just made sense. What is the actual rule for scrying on an object?
You can't. That's the rule.
That is it? Okay.
Yeah. You can't just scry on an object. That's why I'm like, what is happening right now?
Is it a place then that you can scry on?
So I know what was happening because I made the save for Benedict. So it's the orb. Some other scrying spell was cast on Benedict, and it was made easier because he is attuned to the orb to which this other crystal ball is paired to. That's what's happening.
Possession of a garment.
In which case, without that kind of like that modifier to the roll that it got for being paired magical orbs, a DC 7, like a 17 that Benedict got, would have been enough to make the scrying fail. So I think it does. Once you make it inert for that 1 minute, that modifier goes away, and it's as if Benedict did make his save, and so the sensor goes away. Just so we're all aware of all the magical things that just happened there.
That's a lot of magical craziness, but we're also nearly level 20, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, for one, I mean, you could throw it into the ocean now, and then they wouldn't know what happened. But
or we can just have Benedict unattune from it, right?
Yeah.
We already did that, though, didn't we?
Well, I think there's technically no reason he had to unattune to it, so I backpedaled on that. He just wasn't using it right now because obviously once he uses it, it's just ineffective to use it. He's not constantly sick when he's attuned to it. It's just that when you use it, it doesn't work right.
Yeah, so let's have him be not attuned to it.
Yeah. He just unattunes to it and then throws it. And I honestly think like the sensor going away is what gives you that information that like that's a good idea, right? Because it's like, oh, obviously there's something going on with like the orb itself, and so Benediction unattuned to it, and we should like throw it away or something, right? Like, what do you guys do? You could just keep it and then destroy it tomorrow.
If we put it in a bag of holding, I mean, it's like basically
That's not a bad idea.
That's true.
it's basically in a different dimension at that point, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, it sounds like if
I think
nobody's
that's probably a
attuned
good
to it,
idea.
you
And then I'll
can't
just keep
try.
trying. Yeah. I think I'll just keep trying to like, destroy it every day. Cause the whole thing with throwing it overboard, right, was that we didn't want people to like find it again, I guess. So
yeah, I think technically now because whoever was scrying on the orb saw the sea wyvern and everything, they could just cast it on the sea wyvern at that point, right? They could just do a location now that they know. Oh, they're on the ship.
It's just a person, or just like one of the people,
or just one of the people. Yeah, can't you scry on a location, or it has to be a person?
I put scrying in the
literally just a person. What is it that?
I don't know what you're thinking of, but I feel like you are.
There's some other spell, isn't there, that like you can do on a location?
Yeah, I feel like something.
What other spell is this? I'm positive there is one, but I don't remember what it is. Oh well, doesn't really matter.
Oh, here we go. Instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location you've seen before. There we go.
Yes.
It's at the end of the spell.
When you do the sensor appears at the location and doesn't move. So in which case, I assume there isn't really a save, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the trick here, right? Is now that they know the location, technically they can just keep scrying on the sea wyvern. So getting ready to orb.
He's gonna stay in one spot, and the sea wyvern will just keep sailing.
I think, given how subjective movement and stuff works, it would probably just stick around in sea wyvern, because it counts as the location for the spell. But I do think that with Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum plus putting the thing in the bag of holding and then planning on destroying it, I think you've solved this issue for now. All right, cool. But yeah, someone was scrying on you. You're not sure who. All right. So did you guys want to contact you know what? We need to figure out what you guys are doing with Lavinia.
Yeah, I think we should kill her. I was actually just going to mention that.
What do you guys want to do with Lavinia? Do you have some way to send her home, or?
I mean, we can
just suggested how we send her home.
We can planar. I can cast planar shift tomorrow. Actually, no, I don't. I need as weird as this sounds, I need a fork.
You need a fork attuned
Deli always
to the
needs a
plane
fork.
that you're going for. Yeah.
Yeah. That would likely be something they could very easily buy, especially like from the Mercanes or something, right?
Hold on. Can I do that? Can I?
What?
Hold on. I might have a spell. A new spell.
Technically, also, Michael Zvazalki is here and is probably talking to you, Audryn, about like, okay, you got to help me find my quarry now, right?
Yeah, I guess we need to help. I think that's probably the next thing we do is get this out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys contact the Agents of Pain?
If you need to do that.
I think so. Yeah, we can.
Yeah. So, I mean, is the plan maybe to, at some point during this process, whatever you're doing next, buy a tuning fork for the material plane and send Lavinia back?
We can do that, yeah. Although
if we're able to buy one, that's probably the better solution. This would be a stupid but really funny way to handle it.
Yeah. What's your way?
My
do you have a spell to post forth?
Yeah, I do.
Fabricate. Oh, interesting.
It's literally Full Metal Alchemist transmutation.
Yeah, the quality of objects may less creatures or magic items can't be created or transmuted by a spell. You also can't use create under the high degree of credit. Yeah, I don't think it counts. I don't think you can create a tuning fork attuned to a specific plane with fabricate. You could make a tuning fork, then you'd have to find some magical way to attune it to the material plane. In which case, you would probably just be going to the material plane anyway. Wait a second. You have a wake portal. You have a wake portal on your ship. You can just plane shift back to the material plane right now. You guys are technically kind of like in the middle of the ocean, though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You can try to find some way to.
I mean,
I feel like I guess we wouldn't know where we're at in the material plane if we just.
In theory, you would be parallel to wherever you are on the Soul Realm.
I just think that it would be like so much safer to go on
just
the
keep her
material plane. No, I mean to go, like, if we're gonna go bring her back somewhere, then I feel like it would be safer to sail on the material plane than it would be to sail here.
And then we come back here and are totally in a new place days away.
Oh, hey, you know what? We know what you could do. You could bargain with the Mercanes to take Lavinia back where she needs to go.
Do we trust him to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, they just seemed like merchants.
If anything, I would be like, hey, angel buddies, take Lavinia with you to go see the Pantheon and have
Oh, yeah, that could work too, yeah. Yeah, I forgot there was a whole bunch of angels here a second ago. That makes sense.
I would definitely have my buddies over these merchants who would possibly sell her off.
If we pay them enough, it's fine.
Yeah,
but if somebody pays them more, then
yeah, that makes sense. The Varelion will certainly take care of Lavinia. That makes sense. Yeah, so she gives you all hugs and thanks you for rescuing her again. And basically just, says, good luck on this. I've told you all that I know about what my parents were looking into about the Shamiamore figure. I trust you all to follow in their footsteps more than I trust myself, and certainly more than I trusted Vanthus. So, farewell, and I wish you luck.
Thanks,
yes, we wish you luck as well. I'm assuming she's going back to Farshore, correct?
Yeah, likely. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Didn't Vanthus or something have some weird thing he was doing before we left?
Dying.
No, wasn't him and his father doing something weird because Lavinia was gone? Or am I remembering wrong?
His father? His father's dead.
Sorry. Avner. Sorry, I'm thinking of Avner. Sorry.
Vanthus and Avner?
Oh, Avner.
No, sorry. I said the wrong name.
Avner and his uncle are trying to take over Farshore.
Yes.
Or dad or whatever.
Yes. Yeah, actually, I do know what's been happening there, and obviously Lavinia will get back to whatever chaos is erupting there.
My point is, is there anything we need to warn her about before she goes?
I don't think you guys know. I think that's just been audience scenes, if I remember correctly.
I thought we had some run-in with him.
Oh, and it might have been Get. It might have been Get.
Well, we told the priest that was there to keep an eye on
Vincent
things.
Was keeping an eye on things. Yeah. Okay, yes, then I definitely know what happened. Yeah, okay. But yes.
Don't tell me Vincent is dead. That'd be so sad.
We'll see. But yeah, Lavinia goes off with the angels, and you guys get in touch with the Agents of Pain. So Damien is likely the person you contact. He's kind of the de facto leader of the group. So he informs you that they actually have a lead on a lieutenant of the Crimson Fleet right now, and they are in an abyssal town here in the Gaping Maw called Broken Reach, which is sort of like a neutral zone. It's not technically a Demogorgon place. There are obviously demons and other extraplanar creatures and stuff here that wouldn't like you, but it might actually not be a bad place to buy things. Like the Bricanes obviously can get you lots of things, but they don't have access to everything. And there might be something specific here we couldn't find anywhere else. There actually might be like one thing in particular, Audrey, that comes to mind is, and I think you actually know this because of the roll you made earlier. The name Broken Reach came up when you were looking into the Iron Flask that you wanted to get to capture Zanaya. So you're like, oh yeah, that actually might not be a bad place to stop off anyway. The person they're tracking down, who they think they found, is Sargon, your orc captain guy who was the captain of the ship that you were on, Audrey, many moons ago. Last time you saw him, he was with Vanthus invading Farshore. You haven't really seen a lot of him since, but yeah, apparently they managed to track him down at least. Obviously, he's one of the more minor lieutenants of the Crimson Fleet, but they think they found him in Broken Reach. And yeah, when you touch base with Mycos Vazalki too, he does say, because I believe he has like an unerring ability to like find his quarry. Let me look at what that ability exactly does. Let's see. Oh, probably be in bio info. Maybe not. Yeah. So obviously it doesn't require like food and sleep, which makes it really good at this. It can plane shift. And then it has the ability to justify. The Marut targets up to 2 creatures I can see within 60 feet of it. Each target must succeed on a DC 20 charisma saving throw or be teleported to a teleportation circle in the Hull of Concordance and Sigil. A target fails automatically if it is incapacitated. If either target is teleported in this way, the Marut teleports with it to the circle. After teleporting this way, anyway. So it's good at, once it finds the quarry, it can teleport them straight to get judgment pretty easily. But as far as I'm seeing here, it's not like a retriever where it like has an innate sense of like exactly where the thing is. So the Marut is probably like, sounds good. It's been some time since I'm able to track this person down. That would be a good as place as any to start the search for like dredging up information on my quarry anyway. So yeah, sounds like.
Are we allowed to ask who his person is?
Yeah, you haven't asked yet.
Who is it? Or she?
This is the route. I think talking to Audrey. Are you just nearby? Takeaway, and you ask.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think he gave you a designation. I think he gave you a designation. I think. Let me see if I can find this number again that I wrote down. That's what he definitely gives you. And it seems like that's the way that the thing like refers to people. Let me see if I can find this. Mainly just for funsies. Here we go. I am searching for LDN 73500032881901117.
117. He's searching for Master Chief. We're doomed. We're done.
And
campaign over.
That person's name is?
The hulls of Concordance know no names, only their lawful designation number.
Ooh, what's my number?
Oh, darn it.
I literally did that just to make
you. So he knows Audrey. I know Audrin's number, and yours is probably close by. He says Audrin's number is LDN 8880443112008102. And he gives you a number very close by. Are you older or younger than Audrin? You're older, aren't you?
I think I'm older.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think
not by
Audrin
much,
younger.
but
yeah. So your number is some numbers below that.
I'm 23 apparently. That's what I have in my character sheet.
How old are you, Arjun?
I'm not sure if I know. I feel like I wrote it
Isn't
down.
Audrun like 19?
19.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
I forget that Audrun's kind of short too.
Let me see if I can generate an LDN.
My
here.
short king. What can I say? My short young king.
Oh yeah. I remember now. We decided this. Should be able to generate this LDN. Your LDN, Takui, is 8874131721608102.
And you said the guy started with like a 1?
The one, yeah, the guy you're looking at starts with, let's see, the number is 73500032881901117.
Okay,
Caleb, is
7.
this-
So he's older than us by maybe a significant amount.
Yeah, are you asking Mycos this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we get like a descriptor of like that? Can you give us a visual descriptor?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
when you're
in all
looking
honesty,
for it?
he can give you a name. He's just being pedantic.
Oh.
This is just like how the thing thinks. But if like you make it clear to him, like, we need a name so we can like track down the information about this person, like this is how we do it,
Yeah.
then he would know the name. It's not like he doesn't even know. He doesn't know it.
Okay.
Real quick though, when you ask that, Takui, he does say, yes, my quarry is about 1,000 years older than you.
Oh. Wow.
My LDN is 4181111884800000.
That's a lot older than.
Caleb,
Indeed. I was created in the year 1356 BC.
Caleb,
Yeah.
is this the kind of thing that it could actually be decoded? Like, is there actually do you have okay?
Yeah.
So there are two ways we can do this. One is I ask for everybody's names and then I actually try to decode it myself. Two, Audrey
okay.
figures
Well,
out that
let's there's not the numbers are not a cryptic, like a cryptography that is like hides a name. The only thing this number tells you is when the creature came into existence.
Right.
So
Okay.
all zeros would be God, right? And then the like a 1 would be Adam or whatever. I guess whatever animal was created first or whatever. Or no, they would be an angel. It would be like Lucifer or something, right?
Got
So-
it. Okay.
All right.
As you,
So
I assume Audrey's interested in this, right? So he probably like
Yeah.
prodding him
Yeah.
for this information, and that's what basically what he reveals to you. I basically figured out the rough math to determine like, okay, here's how many creatures come into existence every single second. Here's how many seconds have elapsed from the beginning of the world. You know, where in the timeline does this number show up, and then generate a number from there.
Okay.
But yes, so he says, oh, well, of course, I suppose the common name that you can use in your search, my quarry is named, oh, actually, this is a real, I need to figure out something real quick. Give me one moment. This will matter. Let me know if you have any other things you want to ask Mycos or talk about in the meantime while I...
Hey, Mycos, what's
Do
my
this.
LDN?
Yeah, there it is.
Darn it, I don't know. I don't know. He gives you one that's whatever your rough age would be in equivalent.
Does your system
I guess
go
my question
slower?
is who made you and who hired you?
I
Who do you
believe-
serve?
So originally the Marut serve Sigil. in the like D&D cosmology, though I think probably ours is more about mechanus, though the solar realm is all kind of weird and jumbled, and I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I think this thing works for the Lady of Pain, works for Sigil. I think that makes the most sense. Okay. Give me a moment. Sorry. This is kind of important.
I'm gonna laugh if it's the Silver Surfer.
The Silver Surfer.
Sorry, the Silver Fox.
Ah.
Or if it's Avner. If it's Avner, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Abner is actually
I'm not
been
sure what Abner would have done
Demogorgon this
to-
whole time.
Mhm.
Avner is Demogorgon. Oh, that would be
The name he gives you is Voral Theris.
Hey, that's not a name we know.
Mm-hmm. You could also always ask more questions of the Marut, of like, what does he know already about this figure?
What race is he?
The guy says, or the Marut says, Voral has undergone several transformations since his creation. He began originally as a dark elf in the Shadowfell, a drow, I believe some call them. He then made a pact with an elder evil to become something akin to a doppelganger or a changeling. I suppose more research could be done to determine if Voral Theris goes under any aliases. This could also maybe lead us to him.
Oh no.
I swear to God,
Can we put that name in an anagram on Scrambler?
I might know who it is.
I think you do. I think you might.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me, right, man?
Jordan, who is it?
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was Vren.
Guess that makes sense. Who's the second person that came to your mind?
So the cow person that
Oh yeah,
I forgot about cow person.
Random guy who got turned into a cow and nobody paid attention to him. He's been stuck as a cow for years.
I think Deli's the only person who talked to him.
Yeah, he's never come up again.
So those are my guesses.
Those are not bad guesses, I gotta say. Yeah, you can always ask more questions of Mycos or try to do some more research on your own or make some guesses or something.
What was his last known location?
Yeah, the trick is that the Marut has been stuck in By Desire for some time. So I think he says, the last I was tracking him, he was here in Gaping Maw.
How long ago was that?
Maybe about a year ago. Recent enough. He'd probably just say maybe. Yeah, he has an exact number to give you, but I just don't have an exact number. Something less than a year, maybe like 9 months.
Yeah. Did he make a deal with the succubus?
Yeah, the Marut says, I did track him from Malkenthent's realm before he came to Gaping Maw, yes. I wouldn't be surprised if he made some sort of pact with the Lady of Pleasure. My quarry has my quarry is known for making pacts that he attempts to wriggle free from. Fortunately, the power of sigil is unbreakable.
Why does this just sound like Vren?
I think it's actually Vren. I legitimately think it's Vren.
That would be pretty funny.
What what's the chaos god's name? Marmaduke?
Madoc.
Thank you.
Marmaduke was his mortal name, yes.
His mortal name.
Yeah.
But he was a dog in his mortal life.
Yeah.
So Madoc. Do you know if he's made any deals with Madoc? Do I know this information? Does Audra know that was the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
It's the whole reason he came to you guys.
Yeah, okay. So do I say, then I'd probably say, like, did he make a deal with Madoc?
I know of no such deal, but again, I have been imprisoned in Divided Ire for 9 months, 3 days, and 7 hours.
Okay.
And Vren did in fact make such a deal because he didn't want this to happen.
Can I ask why you're chasing him?
He's literally sent by the Lady of Pain to hunt him down because of the deal.
Yeah, I mean, basically, he says as much, right?
No.
I work for the Lady of Pain. I work for the Lady of Pain. My quarry made a deal with my mistress, and he has reneged on his bargain.
He found a loophole.
The loophole was getting this thing imprisoned.
Oh, is that it?
I think so.
You know what? I like it. It.
Yeah, it was Ren.
Well, all right.
When I had to think of like what I did not know this when I made up the Marut's contract, but as soon as I had to think of a fun quarry for it to be, I just messaged Seth and I was like, "Hey Seth, it's probably Ren, isn't it?"
Makes sense.
Yep, probably Ren.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to kill Vren, aren't we?
No, we only have to help him track down Vren.
And you have to not interfere with the justice.
To be honest, though, I don't really care. It's fine.
We have Deli, right?
I mean, here's the thing: you guys need allies, and Vren's pretty good at what he does.
Yeah, but that would also mean that we'd have to.
Wait. Okay. Here's my question now, Caleb.
Yeah.
So he specifically went to Madoc to make sure that, because he went to Madoc to get out as like hey, I need your help.
Get out of his deal with Malkenthet. You thought you had this in the bag, my friend. You were like, Divided Ire, this thing is never getting out. Like, nobody even pays attention to this prison anymore. Like, you were sure that we weren't going to have to worry about this Marut again. I imagine that Vren has several contracts and deals like this that he is technically still in, but has found some way to avoid doing as well.
My question is then, what did Madoc help with?
With Malkanthat specifically.
Yeah, because
That's different from the Lady of Pain, though.
Oh, this is
No.
this is a different
Malkanthat is the
one.
Lady of Pleasure.
Oh, so this is a different girl he's pissed off.
Yes.
Gotcha. I thought it was the same
I just
one.
like to remind everybody. I was looking at the 5th edition.
Oh my gosh.
Planescape thing that they put out, like some of the books there, and the way they described Lady Pain, and this is just how she's been in every edition. She is like probably the most powerful being ever in all of Dungeons and Dragons. Just like she stays in sigil and doesn't mess with anybody, but like in theory, she's like the most powerful thing that's ever existed and can just destroy you with a thought. So yeah.
I just like to point out that if this is right, he's pissed off the Lady of Pleasure and Pain. Red probably knows something about Chamois Amore.
Quite possibly.
Oh my gosh. No. Ren is Chamois Amore.
Okay, I can say with confidence he's not that.
It's a changeling. We don't know.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
You definitely just gave me an idea though, and it's canon now.
Oh.
Well, all right.
But yeah, Broken Reach seems like a good next destination if you guys didn't have anything else to.
Well, actually, on that note, I did
Mhm.
have something. I did have something I wanted
Yeah.
Kelly to do.
For sure.
I know she's no longer an agent of chaos, but she did want to try to talk to Madoc to see if he knew anything about Chamois Amore. Because, I mean, might as well.
Yep.
I don't know if I have the ability to do that anymore, though. I don't have the orange, and I used that to talk to Madoc once.
Yeah, probably not. You'd have to either go there in the Soul Realm or find some other spell or something.
Okay. And I don't think I have any.
Part of the issue is that you're in Gaping Maw right now, so it's just a little bit more difficult to.
I don't know. Deli would at least try to see if she can like talk to Madoc through it, but I'm understanding it probably just doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, unless you have like a divine intervention or some other like way to like just talk to a deity through spellcasting and stuff.
Nope.
Likely not.
Vren had a ring of mind shielding. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes.
I think so.
Mhm.
Okay. It keeps people from scrying on you.
Yep.
That was intentional.
For this exact reason. But yeah. I think probably it's off to Broken Reach, right?
I think so.
Sounds good. I think what we see is you guys. It takes some days to travel there, by boat, and I'm assuming Audrin is casting Mordenkainen's private sanctum, every day and making sure you guys are protected that way. But yeah, you come in sight on the shore, near kind of the edge of Gaping Maw's boundaries, on the what would be the coast of West Africa in the material plane. You see a kind of cliff, like sheer cliff coastline here that has some kind of city built into it. Mostly at the top of it. It's not necessarily like Avatar: The Last Airbender style in the cliff, but kind of on the rocky crags at the top, built there. And you see a bunch of like holes, like various like little caverns and pockets and thing kind of built into the side of or at the top of the cliffs here. You're not sure what that's about exactly. Audrin, actually, you can make an Arcana check to know more about Broken Reach specifically.
An Arcana check, you say?
Indeed.
Well, I could make this Arcana check, or I could make this Arcana check with a whole bunch of additional pluses and bonuses.
Yeah. Why not?
What's this check for?
Know about this city. Yeah, so you can get guidance twice, bardic inspiration, flash of genius, and omens.
Can you guidance twice?
Well, once from you, Deli, and once from Audrin.
But can you have 2 guidances on you?
Yeah, you can't.
Oh,
I don't think you can do 2 guidances.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
I honestly don't know. I was just asking.
I think the spell says that you can't, but I
Doesn't say it,
eliminated it.
actually.
Why not? If you have 2 people who are trying to help you with magic, I don't see why you couldn't.
I was just making sure.
Yeah, as long I mean,
there's a problem with it.
usually 5th edition says explicitly if it like can't stack or doesn't work. And most of the time, I think the answer is it can.
Oh no, you can. You can use. For some reason, I thought guidance said that you can only do. Okay, so there we go. So we could do 2 1d4 additionals,
Then a D6 from me.
and then we don't have to use a bardic for that. For this, I don't think it's so important that we have to use a bardic.
Yeah, let's save him. I only have 3, so
Yeah.
I'll just give you my moral support.
That'll work. And then I have advantage because there's someone else in the party who has Arcana trained.
Deli,
correct?
yeah,
and she's helping. So
31, nice.
Add I can roll a D6 for you.
And I'll also roll 2d4.
Break 40. Break 40.
So we're at 36, 40, and then you get flash of genius, right? So 45.
Which is +5.
Nice.
This
Nice. We found it. It's broken. Awesome. Yeah, so you know a lot about this, and I really do think it's I mean, Audrin's read a lot of things we know. We also know that Audrin's good at guessing things, but there is a limit to how much you can get like by guessing. What reason do we maybe have for Audrin to have like been able to read up on extra planner stuff? I have a feeling he's going to be doing a lot of these roles, and I'm curious what explanation we can give for why he's suddenly really good at this. Is just literally magic, all this magic stuff.
Caleb, let me message you something. I just had a freaking idea.
Yeah. Wow, it's even
not just an idea,
regular idea. Yeah. But yeah, with the 45, you certainly know quite a bit about Broken Reach, one way or the other.
Also, I tallied it up. The total that I can currently get without Bardic was 57, I believe. I think we can actually, with Bardic, hit 60.
Whoa!
That's if we max out
for
on
5th
all
edition.
of
That
rolls.
is impressive.
Now I might have included Bardic in that, but I think that's the case. I think it's like I think we can get over.
It's in
60.
the 50s. Yeah.
Because you have the 20 from the D20.
Yep. Plus 17.
Plus 7. Well, that's Arcana. If we do sleight of hand, if we did sleight of hand,
for
it would
Arcana
be
without Bardic.
Okay. But with Bardic, could break 60.
But so it's 56, but it would be 58 with sleight of hand.
Yeah.
That's insane. If we ever would have to make a D60, I think we're doing something wrong.
Or you're just trying something really, really crazy.
Yeah, that's fair. What was I actually doing though? What were we doing?
You were gonna message me some freaking idea you had.
Thank you. Yes, I'm like, I know I had to go to a different tab for some reason, but I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. In the meantime, you do know quite a bit about Broken Reach. This city in particular is actually on kind of like a boundary realm of the Soul Realm. As a reminder, the Soul Realm in our setting is one plane. It's the third layer of our body, mind, soul thing that we have going on in the cosmology here. But the way the Soul Realm works is that each like realm is shaped and formed by whatever lives there, and in kind of functionality is almost as if it's its own plane, right? So a bunch of different demi-planes that kind of exist coterminous with each other. So you see this place right on the edge of Demogorgon's realm. You also know that the cliffs here are known as Pazunia. What should I call it here? Yeah, just Pazunia is good enough. We don't really need to do anything any more fancy than that. The fun thing about Pazunia is that obviously there's this city of Broken Reach here, which you can learn more about in a second here. But all of these little pockets and things, the little holes that you were seeing, are portals, right? So this is actually not a bad place to hop around the Soul Realm from. There are various little portals here that can be used to get to other places in the Soul Realm. All sorts of places. You probably know some specific ones, but you won't know whether or not they're going to be helpful to you until you realize what you need to do next. But yes, most such pits are two-way portals, but some function only in one direction. Perched on the lips of many of these pits are fortresses. Relics of times gone by, depending on who owned this plane long ago. It's probably changed hands many times over the course of history. Sometimes owned by gods, maybe African gods, sometimes owned by other extraplanar creatures, now owned by demons. And Broken Reach is definitely a good site to purchase a wide variety of things. Has a burgeoning market here in the Soul Realm. One thing in particular that's going to be really good to get is actually two things in particular. One is tuning forks for different planes. This is a great place to stock up on things like that. There'll be plenty of those to buy here in case you need them. And poisons. The person in charge of, or I say person, the demon in charge of Broken Reach is a succubus named Red Shroud. And yeah, you'll have to, I mean, if you want, she's like an expert in poisons, so if you want poisons, you'll probably have to go talk to her. But in theory, there's lots of other demons and non-demons, other extraplanar creatures here that could be bargained with, and you could buy things from them. They aren't necessarily servants of Demogorgon here, right? So even though they're demons, you could technically trust them not to like be working for the guy that you're enemies with currently. Though of course they're demons. The only other thing that would be relevant that I can think of, actually, I don't know if there's anything off the top of my head that there is relevant, but if you have any questions, that's also fine. Let me look and see what you messaged me. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Let's put a pin in that. I need to think about that some more. I do think that we're starting to reach levels with Audrin never before thought possible with his knowledge. So there's obviously something going on here. Mm-hmm. Part of it is just magic, right? Obviously guidance and things can just make you better, but like your flash of genius thing really is pushing the upper limits of your big brain time. So we should definitely talk about that more. Either way, you feel like you know this place pretty well, and you'll be able to answer more. You'll know the answers to other questions about it as you search it.
I don't know why this thought popped into my head. First of all, clarifying question: when somebody dies, is there a chance that they go to the Soul Realm? That
is where they go. Yes. Yeah. So the way it works, if you're on the material plane, the way it works is you die, you start shooting up through the planes very quickly. Your body, it's not like your body goes to the Feywild, but technically that's, you're going through the Feywild, your body dies. Your mind, it goes to the Shadowfell. You have a quick chat with the God of Death, and then your mind can stick around there for a little while longer, depending on how things go, while your soul goes onward to the Soul Realm, and you go to a plane based on your alignment or the god you worship or whatever. And then you stay there until someone tries to resurrect you or whatever.
You said if they die on the material plane.
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
So what if they die in the Feywild?
if they die in the Feywild, it would like roughly be the same. I don't think there's much difference there. The only weird part of it, I honestly think, would be dying in the Soul Realm itself. I think it has less to do with something would by default be weird, and there's more chance for ways to finagle with what actually dying means while you're in the Soul Realm. But in theory, you are material planes creatures who are just traveling in the Soul Realm. If you die, you die. Your soul departs to the Soul Realm. It might actually just go faster, right? You won't pass through the Shadowfell because you're already here. Your soul would just boom, shoot off to wherever it needs to go here.
So I don't know.
Oh, that would be a cruel rule to have. Death saves don't happen here in the Soul Realm. You just die instantly.
Hard mode. So I don't know why I just remembered this character from Terra Nullius, but I just like randomly remembered the Hummingbird Suitor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I guess he's technically somewhere in the Soul Realm.
Not necessarily. The thing with him is he was a Fae, right? So he was only body. He's not like a mortal who has all three. That's the difference. Things who live on the material plane, creatures like humanoids especially, have bodies, minds, and souls. Fae just have bodies. They have no minds or souls in the traditional sense that we think of them, like how a mortal creature does. So their body dies. There's nothing else. They have no mind or soul that goes on anywhere else. Things like undead are just minds, and they're attached to a body, some sort of decaying body, right? So once the mind goes away, there's nothing there. Creatures like angels and demons are just souls, right? They are very powerful, but technically they don't have a body in the traditional sense, which is why they're typically more like morphic and can change more. But yeah, that's typically how it works. Is like if you're native to one of these planes, you are only the thing that is based on this plane, right? Like you're only a body, you're only a mind, you're only a soul.
So you just cease to exist when you die, if that's the case?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you either get absorbed into the Soul Realm. I know that happens with a lot of demon stuff. Is like the abyss kind of like absorbs you into it, and sometimes it can regenerate you. Sometimes it just absorbs you. There's weird things that can happen, but it doesn't work the same way as dying as a person.
Okay.
But yeah, it has more to do with who you are and what plane you're native to, rather than where you happen to be in the cosmology.
Okay.
When you die.
So, okay. I don't
Things that live in the ethereal plane, who knows what they're made out of? Nobody knows. Sawdust and dreams. But yeah, you guys have arrived at Broken Reach, and you probably have been communicating with Damien, and you've set up a rendezvous point for you guys to go after Sargon.
Who makes sure that Anna doesn't jump into all the pits?
There are some tempting pits here, and it's true. They are portals to other dimensions, so not necessarily other dimensions, but other parts of the Soul Realm. But yeah, let's actually take a break there as you guys arrive, and we can pick back up, and you can figure out what you want to do. If you have any particular goals in mind as soon as you get to Broken Reach, or if we want to meet up with the Agents of Pain, you can do that at that point. But we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with Terra Invicta right after this. Stick around.